Everyone, welcome back. It's your girl Nikki. If you hear anything crazy in the background, it's my dogs, forgive me. But you have tuned into For Grown Women Only, where I'm your host. And on this show, we talk about love, life lessons, and leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. So ladies, let's get into this because we're going to talk about the concept of mirroring. And in this case, we're going to talk about marrying a man. And the reason I want to talk about marrying a man is because, sis, some of y'all just doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Y'all giving too much. Y'all staying too long. Y'all putting up with too much bull crap. Y'all the ones who are now in the masculine roles. Y'all are too forgiving. Just doing too much. And sis, I can talk because I used to be that girl. But I'm not that girl right now. I'm just not, right? Just doing too much. Doing the most. Baby, dial it back a bit, right? Because we're going to talk about mirroring and how that concept works and allows you to stay in your feminine, but set clear, defined parameters for your relationship if he wishes to move forward with such a relationship. So let's talk. I got my notes. I'm ready. I ain't missing no nails tonight. So when we talk about mirroring a man, we're simply saying, give him the same energy he gives you. Give him the very same energy that he gives you. Nothing more, nothing less. The very same energy. And the reason I think that is important is if you start being the pursuer, the chaser, the hunter, you become the masculine, right? And that sets your relationship up for failure. It's like you've basically relieved this man of duty, right? And we don't relieve men of duty, honey. We don't fire our soldiers. We don't fire our men. We make them do what they're supposed to do, or if they're not with the program, they got to get lost. Like, let's talk about this. Because ladies, y'all are giving these men so many breaks. Like, no. And then the next thing you know, they dump you, give it the next girl, and doing everything for the next girl. And you wonder to yourself, oh my God, what have I done? You know, how am I so bad? Why did she get it? No. It wasn't that she was better than you or better looking than you or more anything than you. It's just that she knew how to establish boundaries and you don't. Simple. So we're going to talk about mirroring him. So the first thing you need to do is allow this man to lead. Allow him to lead. Let him call you. Let him set up the date. Let him meet you someplace. Let him open the doors. Allow him to display his leadership ability. And the reason you want him to display his leadership ability, because if he has no vision and cannot lead himself, he definitely cannot lead you, sis. He just can't. Number 2, let's talk about setting boundaries with action. Now, we're going to talk about this because, man, I used to do this. Like, listen, everything I'm telling y'all, I am a perpetrator of. I did it. It doesn't work. And now that I have leveled up, not only in my look, but in my mindset, oh, honey, you can't tell me nothing. Like, nothing. Nothing. Because I'm hip to the game, right? And the game is over when you stop playing. So, ladies, we stop playing. Like, if this is the game you want to play, beat it. There's somebody else who would love to fill your slot. So when I say set boundaries, let's throw out a little scenario, right? So let's say, oh, why are they barking? Okay, so let's say a guy that you've been dating calls you on Wednesday night and says, I would like to take you out on Friday night. I will call you Thursday to make sure we're still on, and Friday we'll firm up our plans. You say, okay. You hang up the phone, you go to bed. Thursday comes, Thursday day, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, no phone call, right? And normally, if you were that pressed, unconfident girl, you would have called him and been like, yo, what's up? But you're not. You lay back in the cut and you just watch. Because it's a game. It's a test, right? You say to yourself, listen, if he can't be consistent, then he's not for me. And he might be somewhere talking about, listen, let's see how pressed she is. Let's see how bad she wants me. But like I said, the game is over when you stop playing, right? So you don't hear from him Friday morning, Friday afternoon, but one of your homegirls calls and says, hey girl, we're going out to have some drinks. What's up? You trying to hang? Normally you would have been like, no, it's okay, hoping that this dude would call you. But instead you're like, oh, I'm going to get off at 3 today, throw on some high heels, some jeans and a cute crop top, baby, and I'll be there front and center, tossing them back with you, right? Because you know your value and you understand that you're not going to forfeit a Friday night of fun because this fool didn't call you. So you're walking through your door, getting dressed to go out with your girls, and guess who calls? It's him. And he says, I quote, are we still hanging out tonight? And normally you would have been like, oh, of course, and changed all your plans around, called your homegirls, I'm not coming. But now you're savvy and you say, hey, it's good to hear from you. Well, I apologize, but actually I'm hanging out with friends. We talked about this, and I don't do well with inconsistency. So if you cannot keep your word, then we cannot keep our date. You have a good evening. You hang up the phone afterwards. You don't yell, you don't scream, you don't cuss, you don't berate. You can hang with your girls, and if he don't ever call you again, so freaking what, right? Because you understand that you have to set boundaries with action. Your boundary was, yo, why are you calling me this late? Your boundary was, you said you were going to do something, you didn't. Your boundary was, you're being inconsistent, so I'm going to back up. Your boundary was, anytime I feel like you're trying to play me, I'll just fall back, right? And so in doing that, there's an action. And that action is, nah, bruh, I don't play them games. I'm telling you in a feminine way that I don't play those games, right? And you go hang out with your girls. So guess what? That is setting boundaries with action. And I bet you next time, if he wants to be with you, he'll keep that date. Okay, so let's talk about never doing more. If a man buys you a purse, a shirt, a pair of shoes, some clothes, gives you money, don't return the favor. Don't do it back for him. Don't. I'm sorry. If you want to get him a little wallet, or if you want to give him a little $30 gift, a little gift card, something saying thank you, that's fine. But never do more, honey. Never do more. This is not a tick for tack. You're allowing him to lead, and you're also filling out his personality to see what he expects from you. So no, you sit back and you be the receiver because he is the giver. Now, let's talk about sidestepping confrontation. Sis, y'all know how it be. These men want to be antagonizing, be in your grill piece, blowing you up, trying to start stuff. Girl, I'm quick to put a man in a timeout. Sidestep confrontation by either not addressing it, hanging up the phone, or just cutting that person off for a little while or altogether. Sidestep confrontation. We don't yell, scream, fuss, throw hissy fits. We don't do that here, honey. We sidestep confrontation. And the last one is respond with appreciation when expectations are met. It's okay to say thank you. Oh my God, I love this gift. It is okay to say thank you for being kind to me. When you're treating me this way, it makes me feel super special. Thank you for being good to me. Thank you for thinking about me. I'm really enjoying myself with you. You're so thoughtful. Because big men are like little kids in kindergarten, right? They just want your approval. So they're going to do all the stuff that they can do to keep you happy just to hear that praise from you. So listen, that is how you mirror men, by allowing him to lead, setting clear boundaries with action. You never do more. You sidestep confrontation and respond with appreciation when expectations are met.